أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu and welcome to our class today. I hope and pray everyone is doing well and keeping safe. Jazakumullah to everyone for joining in on time. Same rules as always apply to today's class. Please make sure that you have done your wudu before you entered the class today. Please also make sure that you are logged in with the correct ID. Also, please make sure that your videos are off and remain off throughout the class. And as always, please make sure you're sitting in a nice and quiet place so that you are able to hear us properly and we are able to hear you properly when you are called to the mic. Jazakumullah. So we will begin the class today with a prayer. So if discipline in charge could choose a student for us.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum. Can I have student G1098 to the mic, please?
Jazakumullah. Assalamu alaikum, G1098.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm fine.
Alhamdulillah, that's good to hear. Okay, so you're going to help me read this prayer that's highlighted on the screen.
Yes.
So repeat after me. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
اللهم
Allahumma
إني
inni
أسألك
as'aluka
علما
ilman
نافعا.
nafi'a.
Excellent, well done. And can you read the translation for me now, please? Yep, could you read the translation for me? It's just highlighted over here. Okay, do you want to repeat after me? Okay, G1098, just repeat after me. Oh Allah,
Oh Allah,
I ask you
I ask you
for beneficial
for beneficial
knowledge.
knowledge.
Excellent, well done. Really nicely read. And this is from Ibn Majah, Hadith number 925. Perfect. Jazakumullah for your help. Okay, so in today's class, we will be covering lesson number 15. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the breakout rooms now, which means some of you will receive a notification now to join the breakout room. So please, if you have received a notification on your devices requesting you to join the breakout rooms, then please click join so that you can make your way to the breakout room. Okay, please do that as soon as possible so that you can go straight on. Okay, so I can see some of you have joined, but some of you are still not joined. G1081. Please click join so that you are able to make your way to the breakout room. Okay, perfect. So as I said, in today's class, we will be carrying on with lesson number 15, which is on normal elongation. Okay, and in this lesson, we are covering the rule of mud. And just to remind you all, mud means to lengthen or to prolong. So in Arabic, the three letters of haruful mud or letters of prolongation are called alif, waw, and ya. Okay, so these are the three letters of prolongation. And over here, you can see highlighted in waw, highlighted in blue, you have waw mud. And we know that this is waw mud because it has a sukoon on it and the letter previous to it has a dhamma on it. This is why this is a waw mud. Now this is a ya mud because it's a ya sakin and the letter previous to it has a kasra underneath it. And this over here is an alif mud because it is a blank alif and the letter previous to it has a fatha on it. Okay, and that's how you know that this is an alif mud. And whenever you see a letter of mud, you have to prolong your sound for 2 seconds. Okay, you have to elongate your sound out for 2 seconds. So you've covered exercise 15.1, 15.2, and 15.3 in your previous classes. And in today's class, we will be covering exercise 15.4. Okay, and in this exercise, we have lots of examples from the Holy Quran where the rule of mud is to be applied. Okay, and at first you might look at your screen and you might think that there's so many letters, so many strokes, and it might seem a bit confusing, but not to worry. Inshallah, we'll go through each box one at a time and splitting the word so that it can become easier for you and you're able to read it correctly. Okay, so we're going to try and have as many students on the mic today as possible, and I would like you to follow along with me as I read it. So if we could please have our first student on the mic.
Yes, can I call G1035, please?
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Jazakumullah for asking. So we're going to cover this first example. So as you can see, you have a noon mushaddad. It's a noon with a shadda on top. And the letter previous is an alif with a kasra. So we have to join the two letters together, bearing in mind that noon mushaddad also has a fatha on top. Okay, so I would pronounce this as inna.
Inna.
Excellent, well done. And this is a sod with a fatha, sa.
So.
Perfect. And then over here, you can see in red that this is an alif mud. And it's an alif mud because it's a blank alif and the letter previous to it, lam, has a fatha on it. So we have to stretch the sound out of la for 2 seconds. So we're going to pronounce this as la.
La.
Perfect, well done. And then over here, you can see that this is a ya mud. Okay, it's a ya sakin. This sukoon is placed on top of the ya, and the letter previous to it, which is the letter ta, has a kasra underneath it. Okay, so the kasra is for the ta and the sukoon is for the ya. So this is a ya mud. So we're going to stretch our sound out for 2 seconds. We're going to pronounce it as ti.
Ti.
Excellent. Well done. Inna
Inna.
salati.
Salati.
Perfect. Well done. Really, really good. Okay, if I could just send another reminder to everybody to make sure that your videos are off. Okay, so please make sure your video icons have a line going across them, a red line, to indicate that your videos are off. Okay, perfect. Well done. Let's try that all together. Inna salati.
Inna solati.
Perfect, perfect. Well done. Okay, let's carry on. We have a vowel with a fatha. How would you pronounce this?
Va.
Excellent. How would you pronounce this?
Nu.
Perfect. And this?
Su.
Excellent. Perfect. So each of these letters are pronounced for 1 second each. Then you have a kaf with a kasra followed by a ya mud. Okay, it's a ya mud because it's a ya sakin and the letter previous to it has a kasra. Okay, so we're going to stretch out sound out for 2 seconds. We're going to say ki.
Ki.
Perfect. Wanusuki.
Vanusuki.
Excellent. Well done. Really nicely read. Let's carry on. How would you pronounce this?
Va.
Perfect. And how would you join these two letters together?
Mah.
Excellent. Well done. And then over here, you can see in blue, this is indicated as a ya mud because it's a blank alif and the letter previous to it has a fatha. So I'm going to pronounce this as ya.
Ya.
Excellent. Well done. Really good. And how would you pronounce this?
Ya.
Perfect. Well done. Wa mahyaya.
Vamahyaya.
Excellent. Well done. Really nicely read. And let's do one more example. You can see waw with a fatha. How would you pronounce this?
Va.
Perfect. And how would you pronounce this?
Ma.
Excellent. And how would you pronounce this?
Ma.
Excellent, excellent. Well done. Alif mud, so that's why you're stretching the sound out for 2 seconds. And how would you pronounce this?
D.
Excellent. And why did you elongate your sound over there?
Because it's because you need to because with the ya you need to do it for 2 seconds.
Yes, because it's a ya mud. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way you should say it. Okay, it's a ya mud. That's why we're elongating. Perfect. Wa mamati.
Va mama di.
Excellent. MashaAllah. Well done. You read really, really nicely. Jazakumullah for your help. Can we have another student on the mic, please?
Yes, but just before, can I just ensure that everyone is signed in correctly? So it should be a G followed by 3 other numbers. Those who are not signed in correctly, I'm going to put them in the waiting room and allow them back in soon. Okay, so next, could I have G1061, please?
Jazakumullah. G1061. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. G1061. Can you hear me? Okay, shall we move on?
They're unmuted. They've just unmuted themselves. G1061, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Okay, how are you today?
Good.
Okay,
How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Jazakumullah for asking. And so we're going to carry on and we're going to complete the next line, okay? So let's start from here. This is a meme with a dhamma. How would you pronounce this? Perfect. And this?
Da.
Perfect. Well done. Now over here, we're starting to see that we have to first of all join the waw to the mushaddad letter. Okay, so this over here is a mushaddad letter because it has a shadda on it. And it also has a kasra underneath it. Okay, so let's just first of all join these two letters together. We're going to say wafi.
Wafi.
Perfect. Well done. But then we can see that ahead of the fa, we have a ya sakin. Okay, it's a ya sakin, and the letter previously had a kasra, which makes this a ya mud. Okay, and ya mud means we have to stretch out sound out for 2 seconds. So we're going to stretch the fi sound out for 2 seconds. Okay, so let's join it together and elongate. Wafi.
Wafi.
Perfect. Well done. And then we have a ka at the end. Okay, so can you say this? Ka.
Ka.
Perfect. Well done. Okay, so let's try all together. Mutawaffika.
Mutawaffika.
Excellent. Well done. Make sure you're elongating for long enough when it comes to the ya mud, okay? Mutawaffika.
Mutawaffi.
Okay, make sure you're stretching the fi sound out for 2 seconds, okay? Mutawaffika.
Mutawaffika.
Excellent. Well done. Really nicely read. Let's carry on. We have a ya with a dhamma. How would you pronounce this?
You.
Perfect. Well done. Now over here we see the same thing as we did over here. First of all, let's join these two letters together. How would you join these two letters?
Zaki.
Okay, so just these two letters together would be zaki.
Zaki.
Yes, well done. And as you saw correctly, this is a ya mud because it's a ya sakin, and the letter previous to it has a kasra underneath it. So that means we have to stretch our ki sound out for 2 seconds. Okay, so zaki.
Zaki.
Excellent, well done. And at the end we have a kum. Yeah, repeat after me. Kum. Excellent, well done. So let's try putting that all together. Yuzakkikum.
Yuzakikum.
Okay, make sure you're stretching this for a bit longer, okay? So about 2 seconds. Yuzakkikum.
Yuzakikum.
Much, much better. Well done. But remember, take your time, and the ya mud needs to be prolonged for about 2 seconds, okay? So everybody at home as well, even though I haven't got you on the mic, I still want you to follow along with me and repeat after I say it. Okay, everybody say it at home. And if I can G1061, you could say it as well. Yuzakikum.
Yuzakikum.
Perfect. Well done. Let's carry on. Now we have a fa with a fatha. How would you say this?
Fa.
And this?
Yu.
You. Yeah? Fa you.
Bayu.
Perfect. And then over here, we can see we have to join the waw to the fa with the kasra because it has a shadda on top. Wafi.
Wafi.
Perfect. And then ahead of it, you have a ya mud. Okay? Ya with the sukoon on top, and the letter previous to it has a kasra. Wafi.
Wafi.
Excellent. And then him.
Him.
Excellent. فَيُوَفِّيهِمْ.
Wa. Wafi. Him.
Okay, well done. فَيُوَفِّيهِمْ.
Bayu. Wafi. Him.
Excellent. Well done. Really nicely read, mashallah. Let's do one more example, okay? So we have the letter Sad has a kasra, followed by a dal mushaddad with a kasra underneath it. So let's join those two letters together first. Siddi.
Suddi.
Excellent. And then you have a ya mud. Okay, it's a ya mud because it's a ya sakin, and the previous letter has a kasra. So stretching the sound out of D for 2 seconds. Okay, Siddi.
Siddi.
Perfect. Well done. And how do you read these two?
Katum.
Okay, qatun.
Katun.
Excellent. So at the end, you're ending with the sound of noon, and you're stretching that nasal sound at the end for 2 seconds because remember your rule of nasalization. Okay? Qatun.
Katun.
Excellent. Siddiqatun.
Siddiqatun.
Well done. Remember to elongate for a bit longer, okay? Siddiqatun.
Siddiqatun.
Excellent. Well done, mashallah. Really good effort and a really good recitation. Just keep practicing. But other than that, Jazakumullah for helping me. And if we could have another student on the mic, please.
Yes. Can I call G1019, please?
G1019, was it?
Yes.
Okay. Jazakumullah. G1019. Assalamu alaikum.
G1.
Yep.
Salam.
Wa alaikum assalam. Is that G1019?
Yes.
All right. Perfect. How are you today? You okay?
I'm really okay with my mom, and I have a bubble in my mouth. I mean, in my house.
Okay, okay. So we're going to start from here today, okay? So we're practicing the rule of mud, okay? So first letter is Ain, and we have to join it to the Lam Mushaddad, okay? So ignore everything else for now. We're just focusing on these two first letters, okay? So I would pronounce this as Illi.
Illi.
Okay, remember it's an Ain sound. Illi.
Illi.
Okay, make sure keep practicing your Ain sound from the middle of your throat. Illi.
Illi.
Okay, good try. Well done. Okay, and then the next letter you can see it is also a mushaddad letter. Okay, that means we have to join this onto the first two letters as well. Okay, and it also has a kasra. So let's join these three together. Illiji.
Illizi.
Okay, it's a ya. Okay, illiji.
Il. il, I, is, li,
Okay.
illihi.
Yes, well done. I know it's difficult. It's difficult to make those sounds, but mashallah, you're doing really well. Illiyi.
Illizi.
Okay, remember it's a yi sound. Okay,
Okay, okay. I'll try that.
okay. Do
Il,
you want to try that again? Illiyi.
illi, illi, Yi.
Well done, well done. Okay, let's carry on, and hopefully that sound will come a bit clearer. Okay, so after this, you can see in blue, this is a ya mud. Okay, it's a ya mud because it's a ya sakin, and the letter previous to it has a kasra underneath it. So we have to stretch the sound out of yi for 2 seconds. Okay, so let's try that. Illi.
Illizi.
Okay, good try. Okay, one more time. Illi.
Illizi.
Okay, can you make the sound of ye?
Z. Z.
Okay, do you know in English you have the letter Y? It's just like that. So ye.
Yi.
Well done. Illi.
Illi. Illizi.
Perfect. Well done. There you go. And then at the end you have na.
Yeah. Na.
Perfect. So let's try all together now, okay? Illiyina.
Illizina.
Excellent. Well done, mashallah. Really good effort, really good try, okay? But remember, keep practicing. Try coming back to this box if you can after class and keep practicing. Other than that, well done. Okay, let's carry on. So over here we have a scene with a kasra followed by a jim mushaddad. Okay, so let's first join these two letters together, remembering that this also has a kasra underneath it. Sijji.
Siji.
Perfect. And then in blue, you can see over here, this is a ya mud because it has a sukoon on top and the letter previous to it, before it, had a kasra underneath it. So we're stretching the sound out of G for 2 seconds, okay? So let's try that. Siji.
Siji.
Perfect. And how would you pronounce this?
Nun.
Excellent. Well done. So all together, Sijinun.
Sajinun.
Excellent. Well done. Really nicely read. Okay, let's carry on to the next example now. So over here, you can see we have the letter Ra with a fatha followed by a mushaddad letter. Okay, and then you can see over here, this is an alif mud because it's a blank alif and the letter previous to it has a fatha on it. So we're stretching out sound out for 2 seconds. Rabba.
Ba.
Rab.
Mida. Ba.
Perfect. Well done. Well done. Really good. And then over here, this is a slight error in typing. So please, if you could take note, parents, if you could take note, that this vertical kasra is supposed to be here instead of the kasra. Okay, so this vertical kasra is supposed to be where this kasra is, and this kasra is not supposed to be here. Okay, so I would pronounce this as niyi.
Nizi. Nizi.
Okay, so just like we pronounced over here, we have to pronounce over here as well, okay? Niyi.
Nigi.
Excellent. And then na.
Na.
Perfect. Rabba.
Baba.
Niyina.
Nizi. Nizina.
Yeah. Niyina.
Zina.
Okay, remember that sound we made and I said that it's like the letter Y, so like yi, okay? Niyina.
Zina.
Okay, well done. Really good effort. Keep trying and keep trying to make that sound, okay? But well done. So all together, let me just read it and then you can practice at home, okay, with your mum. Rabbaniyina. Okay?
Zina.
Okay, good effort, okay? Not to worry, it can take some time to perfect it, but don't worry, this will be available to you after class as well, and you can keep practicing with your mum, okay? So let's carry on to the last example. Over here, we have a mushaddad letter over here, so we have to join the scene to the mushaddad letter. Sitti,
Sitti.
perfect. And then you have a ya mad, okay? It's a ya sakin, and the previous letter has a kasra, okay? Sitti.
Sitti.
Na,
Na.
perfect. Sittina,
Sittina.
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 Excellent. Well done, mashallah. Really good, really well read and a really good effort. But keep practicing, okay? Is that okay? Okay, perfect. No problem. Okay, jazakumullah for your help. Let's move on to another student now.
Yes, can I call G1007 to the mic, please?
Jazakumullah. G1007. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Jazakumullah for asking. So we're going to carry on to the next line now. So let me zoom that in for you a little bit. Okay, just bear with me for 1 second. Okay, so we're going to start from here, and we can see that we have the letter tha with a fatha followed by a jim mushaddad. Okay, so let's just focus on these two bits first. We would pronounce this as sajja.
Sajja.
Well done. But then you can see that in blue, this indicates a alif mud. Okay, it's an alif. Okay, so if you just bear with me, let me explain first so that everybody can have a listen to me and understand, and then we'll inshallah practice, okay? So this is an alif mud. It's an alif mud because it's alif, a blank alif, and the letter previous to it has a fatha. Okay, so we have to stretch the sound out of ja for 2 seconds, like you did really well. So let's try that. Sajja.
Sajja.
Well done. And how would you pronounce this?
Jan.
Okay, remember that 2-second nasal sound at the end.
Jan.
Well done. Excellent. And remember, how would you pronounce a th? Can you say that for me?
Saj.
Okay, just say th.
Sa.
Okay, remember you have to take the tip of your tongue and touch it to your top teeth, okay? Th.
Sa.
Th.
Sa.
Okay, good try. Well done. Sajjajan.
Sajjajan.
Perfect. Well done. Really good effort. MashaAllah. Okay, let's carry on to the next example now. And if I can remind everybody at home, as I said, even though you're not on the mic, I want you to still practice along with me, okay? So make sure you're sounding the sounds as I say them. So over here we have noon with a fatha followed by the letter dod, and it has a shadda on top, okay? So we would pronounce this, just these two bits, as nadda.
Nadda.
Well done. But we have to look at the next thing, which is an alif mud. An alif mud means we have to stretch out our sound for 2 seconds. So same sound, but stretched for 2 seconds. Nadda.
Nadda.
Okay, well done. Remember, not too long. 2 seconds is enough, or 2 counts, okay? Nadda.
Nadda.
Well done. Perfect. And then how would you read this?
Ha. Khata. Ni.
Okay, well done. Khotani.
khatani,
Perfect. Well done. Nadakhatani.
nadakhatani,
Well done. Excellent. So it's important to note that the amount of time that you give to the alif mud is the same amount of time that you give to the ta over here because it has a vertical fatha. And both of these need to be given 2 seconds each. Okay, so even though they look quite different, but they're still making the same sound and for the same amount of time as well. Okay, so that's just something to note over there. Okay, so let's try the next example. We have over here ghain with a fatha followed by a sin mushaddad and then an alif mud. Okay, so ghassa.
ghassa,
Well done, excellent. And how would you pronounce this?
kun,
Well done, excellent. So remembering your nasal sound at the end, which you have to hold for 2 seconds. Perfect. Ghassaqun.
ghassa, kun,
Well done, excellent. Remember, this qaf is a thick and heavy sound, so remember to really round your mouth and make your sound from your throat, okay? Ghassaqun.
ghassa, kun,
Well done. Try and make this even thicker and rounder if you can, okay? Well done. Let's carry on. So, lam with a fatha, how would you pronounce this?
la,
Perfect. And how would you pronounce this?
khuf,
Yep.
fa,
Okay, well done. Now put those two sounds together.
la khuffa,
Okay. La ghaffa.
la ghaffa,
Perfect. Well done. So this is a mushaddad letter. So you join the ghain to the fa, and then you have an alif mud. So that's why you elongated your sound. And then at the end we have run.
run,
La ghaffarun.
la ghaffa, run.
Perfect. Well done. Really good effort. Really nicely read. Jazakumullah for your help. And if we can move on to another student now, please.
Sorry, I was muted. Can I call G1042, please?
G1042. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good. How are
Al-
you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Jazakumullah for asking. And are you understanding the lesson today?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Well done. So we're going to start from here now. This is a noon with a fatha, and then you have a mushaddad letter followed by alif mud. Okay, this is an alif mud because it's a blank alif and the letter previous to it has a fatha. So we're going to elongate the sound out of za for 2 seconds. Okay, nazza.
Nazza.
Perfect. And how would you pronounce these two?
Uh.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know what letter this is?
No.
Okay, so if you remember from our initial lessons that this is ta marbuta, which means that it makes a sound of ta, so it has a dammatain on it. So I would pronounce this as tun.
Tun.
Perfect, well done. Atun.
Atun.
Excellent. Nazza'atun.
Nazza'atun.
Perfect. Well done. Really good effort. Let's carry on. Over here, again, you have a kaf with a fatha, followed by a fa mushaddad. Okay, and a fatha on top as well. So let's just concentrate on these two bits first. We join them together and we say kaffa.
Kaffa.
Excellent. And then we have to remember that this is an alif mud because it's a blank alif and the letter previously had a fatha. So we have to stretch the sound out of fa for 2 seconds. Okay? Kafa.
Kafa.
Excellent. Well done. And how would you pronounce this?
Ra.
Okay, remember it simply has a fatha, so we're not stretching for long, we're only stretching for 1 second or 1 count. Okay, ra.
Ra.
Perfect, well done. And do you remember how would you pronounce this?
Tu.
Okay, right sound, but remember it has a dammatain on top of it, so how would you pronounce it? Dun.
Tu.
Okay,
Tun.
yes, well done. Anything with a tanween on top needs to have a nasal sound at the end. Okay, dun.
Tun.
Well done. Kafaratun.
Kafaratun.
Well done. Excellent. Remembering to elongate this for about 2 seconds. Okay, one more time. And everybody at home as well, please follow along. Kafaratun.
Kafaratun.
Excellent. That was perfect. Well done. Now let's carry on. We have seen with a fatha followed by a ya mushaddad with a fatha on top and then an alif mud. Okay, it's an alif mud because as we've said, blank alif letter before has a fatha. Say ya.
Yay. Yay.
Okay, you're starting
Yay.
with the sound of seen. Okay, say ya.
Saya.
Perfect. And how would you say these two?
Ra. Tun.
Okay, that was nearly perfect. Remember that this ra only has a fatha on it, okay? Anything with a fatha needs to only be pronounced for 1 second or 1 count, okay? So, ra,
Ratun.
perfect. Sayyaratun,
Sayyaratun.
excellent, mashallah, well done. Let's carry on. Over here, we have a mushaddad letter, so we're joining lam to the mushaddad letter, and then alif madda is there as well. Lawa,
Lawa.
perfect. Hatun,
Hatun.
lawa, hatun,
Lawa. Hatun.
excellent, mashallah, well done, really good effort, and you read really nicely, mashallah. Keep revising and keep practicing. Jazakumullah for your help. Can we
Jazakumullah.
move on to another student, please?
Yes, so I think this same student has a sibling, G1043. If they could come on the mic, please.
G1043, Assalamu alaikum. G1043, Assalamu alaikum. G1042, if you can just, is your
They're unmuted
sibling?
now.
Yep, is G1043 there?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. How are you? Okay? Yep, are you doing okay?
Yes.
Okay, and are you understanding the lesson?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So we're going to start from here. So the scene with the fatha followed by a ha mushaddad, and then you have an alif mud because the ha also has a fatha on it. Okay, so saha,
Saha.
well done, and then rin,
Rin.
saharin,
Saharin.
excellent, well done, really nicely read. Let's carry on. We have again same thing, so we have a letter followed by a mushaddad letter and then followed by an alif mud, so we're stretching the sound out for 2 seconds at the end. Okay, fa'a,
Fa'a.
well done, and then lun,
Lun.
perfect. All together now, fa'a, fa'alun,
Fa'alun.
Well done. Excellent. Really try to make that ayn sound from your throat so that there's a differentiation between alif and ayn. Okay, but well done. Excellent. Carry on. So over here, again, we have a letter followed by a mushaddad letter followed by an alif mad because it's a blank alif and the letter previous to it has a fatha. Khatta,
Khatta.
rin.
Rin.
Well done. Excellent. Khattarin.
Khatarin.
Well done. Excellent. Really nicely read. And the final example over here is this is an alif mud. Okay, so we have to stretch our sound out at the end for 2 seconds. Halla,
Halla.
fin.
Sin.
Yep. Fin.
Sin.
Okay, so this is the letter fa, so that's why we're going to say fin.
Fin.
Perfect, well done. So just like you say fish, so that's the initial letter that you say fi, it's just like that, okay? Halla fin.
Halla. Fin.
Excellent, well done. Really nicely read. Jazakumullah G1043.
Islam.
Can we have another student, please?
Yes. Can I please call G1047, please?
G1047. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. So we're going to be starting from here. If you could please repeat after me. You.
You.
Well done. Now over here you can see that this here in blue is a ya mud because it's a ya sakin and the letter previous to it has a kasra. So we're elongating the sound out of qi for 2 seconds. So we're going to say qi.
Hey.
Well done. Just come a bit closer to your mic so I can hear you a bit better. And then after that, over here, you can see that this is a waw mud because it's a waw sakin and the letter previous to it has a dhamma. Okay, so that means we have to stretch out our sound for 2 seconds. Okay, so we're starting with the sound of mu and stretching for 2 seconds. Mu.
Moo.
Excellent. And at the end, we have na.
No.
Na.
No.
Well done. Okay. Yuqimuna.
Yukimuna.
Okay. Remember, it's qi.
Gay.
Okay. One more time. Yuqimuna.
Yukimuna.
Okay. You stretched this one out really well, but you didn't stretch this out one for too long. Okay. So you have to stretch for a bit longer for about 2 seconds. Okay. And same amount of time as each other. Yuqimuna.
Yumaikuma.
Okay, look at the screen and repeat. Yuqimuna.
Yukimuna.
Okay, better. Well done. Okay, but keep practicing. Each letter of mud needs to be given 2 seconds each. Okay, let's carry on. Over here, how would you join these 2 letters together?
Ya.
Yeah, it's a ya, but then you have a ha with a sukoon on it. So you have to join those 2 letters together. How would you join them?
Ya.
Okay, you'd say yah.
Ya.
Yah.
Ya.
Perfect. Well done. And then over here, seen with the fatha, sa.
Sa.
Well done. And then over here in blue, this is telling us that this is a waw mud because it's a waw with a sukoon on top and the letter previous to it has a dhamma on it. Okay, so we're stretching our sound out for 2 seconds. We're saying boo,
Boo.
and then na.
Na.
Yahsabuna.
Yasabuna.
Okay, really good. Well done. But remember, stretch this out a bit longer, okay? Yahsabuna.
Yasabuna.
Better. Well done. Excellent. Okay. So with these things, you just have to take your time. Don't rush it and give the appropriate time to each stroke and to each rule. Okay. So let's carry on. Over here, again, you have a ya with a dhamma this time, followed by a ha sakin. Yuh.
Yuh.
Si.
Si.
And then over here, again, you have a vowel mud because it's a vowel sakin and the letter previous to it has a dhamma. Nuna.
Nuna.
Yuhsibu. Sorry, I'll say that again. Yuhsinuna.
Yusanuna.
Okay, so look at the screen carefully and look at what stroke each letter has. Okay? Yuhsinuna.
Yuhsinuna.
Well done. Excellent. Okay. And remember, you're giving vowel mud 2 seconds. Okay. One more time. Yuhsinuna.
Yuhsinuna.
Perfect. Well done. Really good. And the final example over here, this is a vowel mud. So we're stretching our sound out for 2 seconds. You.
Okay.
And then over here, again, this is a vowel mud. No.
No.
Na.
Na.
Yuqinuna.
Yukinuna.
Well done, nearly perfect. But this one, again, you need to give a bit more time to, as you did over here. Okay? Yuqinuna.
Yukinuna.
Perfect. Well done. Really, really good. But you have to make sure that you keep practicing, okay? But otherwise, well done. Really good effort. Jazakumullah for your help. Can we have another student on the mic, please?
Yes, can I call G1019, please?
G1019. Assalamu alaikum. G1019. Can you hear me?
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah,
Um,
she already read it.
She's already read?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I think we'll move on to another student then.
Takumullah.
Oh, yes, it was my
Jazakumullah.
mistake. Yes. Okay. Apologies. So I'll move on to G1020, please.
G1020. Assalamu alaikum. G1020. Can you hear me? Is the mic unmuted?
I don't think they're taking the request to unmute.
As soon as you please receive the request to unmute, if you could click on it straight away so that we don't waste time. G1020. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, let's move on, please.
Okay. Can I try G1049?
G1049. Assalamu alaikum. Please accept the request to unmute.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Is that G1049?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So we're going to carry on from this example now. So we have a letter with a kasra, ra with a kasra. Then we have a mushaddad letter. Okay, so let's join these two letters together first. Ribbi.
Ribbi.
Excellent. And now the next letter again is a mushaddad letter, and this time it has a dhamma on it. So let's join these three letters together now. Ribbiyu.
Ribbiyu.
Excellent. Well done. And now over here in blue, you can see that this is a vowel mud because it's a vowel sakin And as we just read, this letter has a dhamma on it. So we have to stretch the sound out of you for 2 seconds, okay? So let's try again. Ribbiyu.
Ribbiyu.
Perfect. And then at the end we have na.
Na.
Ribbiyuna.
Ribbiyuna.
Perfect. Well done. Really nicely read. Let's carry on. How would you read this?
Tuhibbunakum.
Okay,
Nakum.
well done. Excellent. So you read the whole word and you read really nicely. Let's take it step by step so that everybody at home can also understand how you read that, okay? First is tu, and then over here, you join these two letters together and then you elongated the sound out of boo for 2 seconds because of the vowel mud. So well done. Tuhibbu.
Tuhibbu.
And then at the end, you read nakum.
Nakum.
Well done. So all together, one more time. Tuhibbunakum.
Tuhibbunakum.
Okay, well done. But when you're joining these two letters together, make sure you do so with force, okay? Tuhibbunakum.
Tuhibbunakum.
Well done. Excellent. Let's try this one now. So we have ya.
Ya.
Excellent. And then this is a vowel sakin because it has a sukoon on it and the letter previous to it has a dhamma. Okay, and we also have to join the sod to the dal. So suddu
Suddu.
na.
Na.
Perfect. Yasudduna.
Yasudduna.
Perfect. Well done. Really nicely read. If you could just bear with me for 1 second. Okay, so let's do that one more time. Yasudduna.
Yasudduna.
Perfect. Well done. Really nicely read. And let's do one more example, okay? You.
You.
And then over here you have lam mushaddad with a dhamma. So let's join these two together first. Wallu.
Wallu.
Excellent. And then you have a vowel mud because it's a vowel with the sukoon and the letter previous to it had a dhamma on it. So stretching the sound out of lu for 2 seconds. Wallu.
Wallu.
Na.
Na.
Perfect. Yuwalluna.
Yuwalluna.
Excellent. Well done. Really nicely read. Jazakumullah for your help. G1049. Jazakumullah. And we have time for one more student, please.
Can I call G1031, please?
Jazakumullah. G1031. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Is that G1031?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so we're going to start from here. So let's join the first two letters together. So alif with a dhamma followed by a mim mushaddad with a kasra underneath it. Ummi.
Ummi.
Excellent. And then ahead of that, you have another mushaddad letter with a dhamma on it. Okay, so let's join 3 letters together. Ummiyu.
Ummiyu.
Well done. Excellent. And then you have a vowel mud. Okay, it's a vowel mud because it has a sukoon on top and the letter previous to it has a dhamma on it. So we're stretching the sound out of you for 2 seconds. Ummiyu.
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 Well done. Just remember when you join the first 2 letters together, do so with force as well, just like you did to these 2 letters. Okay, one more time. Ummiyu.
Ummiyu.
Na.
Na.
Ummiyuna.
Ummiyuna.
Perfect. Well done. Really nicely read. Let's carry on. Over here, we have ya.
Ya.
Perfect. Let's join these two letters together first. Qussu.
Qussu.
Well done. But then we have to look. This is a vowel mud. So we have to stretch the sound out of su for 2 seconds, okay? Qussu.
Qussu.
Na.
Na.
Yaqussuna.
Yaqussuna.
Well done. Excellent. Really nicely read. Let's carry on. So over here, let's join the first two letters together first. Illi.
Really.
Illi.
Really.
Perfect. There you go. Well done. And then let's join the third letter on as well. Illiyu.
Eliyu.
Perfect. Well done. And then over here, you can see we have a vowel mud. So we have to stretch the sound out of you for 2 seconds, okay? Illiyu.
Eliyu.
Na.
Na.
Perfect. Well done. Illiyuna.
Eliyuna.
Well done. Excellent. I know breakout room students have returned back to the class, so welcome back. We're just finalizing one more example, and then inshallah we'll consolidate and finish the class, okay? So let's do one more example. We have ya with a fatha, ya.
Ya.
Perfect. Now over here, you can see we're joining these two letters together, and then we have a vowel mud. Okay, it's a vowel sakin, and the letter previous to it has a dhamma. So we have to stretch the sound out of nu for 2 seconds. Okay, so let's join and stretch. Munnu.
Munu.
Na.
Na.
Perfect. Yamunnuna.
Yamununa.
Perfect. Well done. Really nicely read. Jazakumullah for your help. Mashallah, we've nearly gotten through the whole of this exercise. We just had one more line left, but inshallah we'll have more chances to read through that as well. But your homework for today's class is actually to practice exercise 15.4. Okay, so that's the exercise that we completed in today's class, and do as much as you can. Okay, so the more you practice, the better it will be, and the better your pronunciation will get, inshallah. So please do as much as you can and practice exercise 15.4. And the topic, as you know, was normal elongation. And we looked at alif mad, waw mad, and ya mad, and all examples in the Holy Quran for this lesson. So please make sure that you look at these rules and apply them whilst you're reciting. Okay, and this homework will be shared with parents on the WhatsApp group. MashaAllah, everybody read really nicely today, and I could hear that everybody was putting a lot of effort into their recitation. So please continue with that, and please revise and do your homework. And inshallah, you will see the results. Okay, so we're going to end the class today with a dua. Okay, so let me just, okay, there you go. So if you could please have a student on the mic to read the end prayer.
Can I call student ID G1048, please?
Me.
Yep, G1048. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Did you understand the lesson today?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So please help me read this dua and repeat after me. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
اللهم
اللهم
ارحمني
ارحمني
بالقرآن العظيم.
بالقرآن العظيم.
Perfect. Well done. Really nicely read. And could you please read the translation for me now?
O Allah, have mercy on me through the Quran the Great.
Perfect. That was great. Jazakumullah for your help. And Jazakumullah to everybody for joining today's class. Please make sure you do your homework, and inshallah we'll see you all again same time tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.